Yo, cara fräta! My name is Arnoldur, and if you are new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. Welcome! If you're not new to my channel and you're one of the old homies, sup? I know it's been a while. I decided to take a little break from this magic channel, but I've been posting videos on my other channel, and if you want to be super nice to me, you should definitely go check it out. I'll link it up here or here. I never remember which one, but you should definitely go check it out. It will make me super happy. But, today I want to talk to you guys about how I go about learning new magic tricks. And over the years, I've noticed that I actually divide it into, it's actually almost 4 stages. It's the man cave stage, where I do not know the slides. I'll go over it in details. And it's, what I call the girlfriend stage and mom stage. And then we have the real world stage, where I take my tricks to the real world. And then last, it's the long-term stage. I'll talk to them all in depth. I have nothing to do in the fridge. I just thought this would be a cool way to make cool YouTube videos. So yeah, let's make some coffee. So a fun fact about coffee is that in Italian it actually means when something is being forced out. I don't know, I just read it on Google, to add some fun facts to this video. Yeah, so coffee is almost ready, okay? Alright, so coffee is on the table. Let me get this camera down, make it stable so it's not shaking like this. And I'll tell you about how I go about learning magic tricks. Alright, so the first thing that I do when I learn new magic tricks is to check if I know the slides or not. If I do not know the slides, then I have a lot of work ahead of me. And that's when the first stage begins. And that's what I call the man cave stage. Basically what that means is that I practice my sleight of hand, or the required slide for that trick, alone in my room in darkness. No, not really in darkness, but I'm practicing, the slides just alone. Not showing them to anybody, just getting, the motor control and, what I need in my hands to be able to, do the slides. How long does this take? It completely depends on, the consistency, how badly I want, to know this trick, and also the difficulty of the trick. I have I think 2 slides that I've been over a year practicing, and I'm still, not fully comfortable, going to show people what's up, But yeah, that's basically the first thing I do, practicing the slides. I practice with closed eyes, I practice them, just alone. Alright, so the second stage is what I call, the girlfriend and mom stage. That's when I'm, feeling pretty comfortable with the slides for myself, but I'm not, 100% comfortable going out with it in the real world. So who do I choose to see the card tricks? My mom and my girlfriend. And, then I progress to my friends that I've seen them many times. And this is a great way for me to build up confidence in doing the slides. I don't know, my mom at least acts, she's always like, oh my god, how do you do that? I don't know, mom, I'm not 100% sure if, she's just, being a nice mom, or if, I'm really just that good. So yeah, that's, what I call, the girlfriend and mom stage. That's what I call information. Alright, so the third stage in how I go about learning new magic tricks is what I call the real world stage, I guess. Basically what that is exactly what the name sounds like. It's when I'm starting to feel comfortable with my slides. I'm comfortable in showing that to my closest, and doing just slides on your own in your room is not the same as doing slides to real people. Or at least not for me, because when I'm doing it to real people, that's when the nerves kicks in, So being alone in your room, it's all chill, You're not. I hope that you're not stressed. I'm not stressed in my room, But being 2 people I can get stressed, and that's when you need to practice nailing the slides and the trick to people, and that's where pattern and your story and your way to do magic starts to really come in. You know what I'm saying? Which leads us to the fourth and final stage, and let's just call let's just call that stage the long-term stage. I don't know, I'm just making these names up on the spot. So basically, after I've started to feeling comfortable in doing these new tricks to strangers, I slowly start to adapt it into my professional routine and my amateur routine, and basically I'm just trying to figure out if this trick is for me. Does it suit my style? Does it suit how I move? Is it something that I even like doing? And what happens then is building pattern. And for me, building a great pattern takes years. I can usually come up with a cool pattern, but I need to really feel the trick. Like, me and the trick needs to become best friends. For me, for my pattern, my story, the way I move, the way I talk, for the trick and me to make sense to the world, I need to do it for a really long time. Because, like, for instance, I don't know if this is even making sense to you, but in my brain, this makes sense. So, for instance, Chicago Opener is a trick I've been doing for a super long time. It's a basic trick, everybody knows it. However, I've been doing that since 2008. So, over the time, like, the way I perform it and my pattern, it has really become mine. And it happens, slowly. 'Cause I might be performing, and this has happened, I'm performing a trick and I say something and it just completely hits and it's super fun. People like it. It's just me, and I'm like, I can use this. And I started saying it again and again, and then I pick something else. I might remove something. And this is a long process. And to me, this is the best process. Because this is where I make, even tricks that are not mine. I didn't come up with them, but I make them mine. I might switch them, because when you're learning, even if you're learning slides, the way you move is different from the way other people move. You have to, like, I think about the way I move and the way I am, the way I act, and I try to, figure out which slides I use according to that. I'm a tall guy, I'm a loud guy. The way I do magic might not suit like how a small guy who is really quiet does his tricks, So yeah, I hope that this makes sense. If you like this video, please smack that like button for me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments down below. I'll promise you guys that I will do my very best to answer you. Quick recap, I learn magic tricks by first checking if I know the slide. If I do not know it, I go up to my man cave. I practice alone. If I know the slide, I go and show it to my mom, my girlfriend, my closest friends. Alright, then I check it out in real world situations, just casual situations, seeing, camera, battery just died. So where was I? When I'm feeling comfortable. Yeah, I think so. So when I'm feeling, comfortable with the tricks, I start to add it in my professional repertoire, and I start to see, like, is this trick for me? Does it suit me? And slowly I start to adapt it to my own style, making it mine, kind of ish. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.